Remember, in two-point perspective, unless it's a height line, a vertical line, every line refers back to the vanishing point, one or the other. So if you're free drawing a line and it's not vertical, you're doing something wrong. The exception to that would be when you have lines that go at a different angle, which let's do one of those just to show how there's something slightly different with that. Let's do number 9. It's relatively straightforward, so it'll be done pretty quick, but then we'll see how we add in that angle line. So I'll just leave this one up here and do one over on the side a little bit. Again, you need a horizon with 2 vanishing points, one at either end. And again, we're going to draw a vertical line to represent the front corner. This time it is 6 tall. And since this object is much wider than it is deep, I'm going to put my line a little bit over to the right. So I'm just going to go a little bit off center and do a vertical line here. And that's going to represent my front of my shape. Then, same as before, I'm going to draw lines of reference, construction lines, back to the vanishing points, both on the top and the bottom. All right, then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to choose how wide it is and then how deep it is. The width is in real life is what, 9? And the depth is only 4. So we're going to go pretty far here for the width. And again, that's a vertical line. The depth is only going to be a little bit, though. Show that. And then again, you're going to use the opposite side vanishing points to draw construction lines to frame in your box. Now what's awesome about this shape is we only need 4 more lines and we're done. I know, crazy, huh? First, we're going to kind of save the front side as the last thing we do. So looking at the side here, there's just a small rectangular strip that goes along the bottom. It's about 1/3 of the way up, or is 1/3 of the way up. So just go 2 units of your 6 and draw that back to the vanishing point. You don't need to draw that one back to the left vanishing point because there's no feature besides the diagonal line that we're going to add in last that goes along that side. So just to the right is fine. Then along the top surface, we need to draw a line. The slant goes all the way, 5 left of the end? So just short of, or just beyond half is what we need left on the top. So I'm going to choose a point about there. And that's going to be where my top line is. So I'm going to draw back to the right vanishing point line, construction line. Okay, that's 2 lines. I told you 4 will be done. So since both those lines that I just added are features that go in the depth direction, they both refer to the right vanishing point. The last 2 lines we draw, we do not refer to a vanishing point, and they're not vertical. So they're an exception to that guideline I was telling you before. They're just connecting 2 points on our object. So these slanted lines, we just connect between 2 points. So I've got a slanted line that's going to connect this point to this point, and a slanted line that's going to connect this point to this point. So I'll draw those in. And the shape is done. I'm going to darken in my object lines just to make it distinct. But that's the end of that shape.